June 1947, in the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean. Radio stations in Indonesia and Malaysia picked up a chilling distress call. It came from a Dutch cargo ship, the SS Ourang Medan. The message was fragmented, desperate. SOS, we are drifting. All officers, including the captain, are dead. The entire crew in the chart room and on the bridge. Dead. Maybe. We are all dead. Then, a haunting silence, broken by one final two-word message. I am dying. What happened to this ship? It remains one of the most bizarre and terrifying mysteries in maritime history. Before we dive into the abyss, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more true, chilling stories every single week. Every ship in the vicinity heard the call. One, an American vessel named the Silver Star, decided to respond immediately. The captain pinpointed the location. They were just a few hours away. As they raced at full speed toward the Ourang Medan, the crew of the Silver Star couldn't help but wonder what they were heading into. A fire? An explosion? A brutal pirate attack? Or had a sudden violent storm claimed the ship? None of them could have prepared for what they were about to witness. The horizon was clear, the sea unusually calm. There were no signs of a storm or any natural disaster. After hours of tense sailing, they finally saw it. The Ourang Medan was drifting slowly, almost peacefully, in a straight line. It wasn't listing, it wasn't sinking, and there were no flames. From a distance, it looked completely normal. The sails were even still raised. No smoke, no visible damage. But there was something deeply wrong, something eerie and unsettling. There was absolutely no movement on the ship, no one on deck, no sounds, no sign of life. It was like a ghost ship, sailing silently through the heart of the ocean. The Silver Star approached cautiously, hailing the vessel, their voices cutting through the silence. No answer. They tried again. Nothing but the sound of the waves. The decision was made to board her and uncover the truth. A rescue team carefully climbed onto the deck of the Ourang Medan, and what they saw there was a scene from a living nightmare. A vision that would haunt them for the rest of their lives. The entire crew was dead. But this wasn't an ordinary death. They were strewn everywhere. On the open deck, in the cramped corridors, in the chart room, and in their bunks. Their faces were frozen in expressions of absolute, indescribable terror. Their eyes were wide open, staring at nothing with a petrified gaze. Their mouths were agape, as if they had let out a final silent scream of pain or pure fear. Their arms were outstretched, pointing at something that wasn't there, as if trying to fend off some invisible attacker. The captain was found dead on the command bridge, his face twisted into the same horrific mask, his hands still gripping the ship's wheel. The officers in the chart room were slumped over their tables in the same grotesque posture. The ship's engineer was found beside the engine, the cook in the galley. Every single person shared the same look of abject horror. Even the ship's dog was discovered on deck, its body stiff, its mouth locked open in a silent howl. But the strangest, most perplexing part? There were no signs of violence. No bloodstains, no bullet holes, no stab wounds. The bodies were completely untouched. The ship itself was pristine, inside and out. Food was still on the tables in the dining hall, cups hadn't fallen, and the equipment seemed to be functioning. The engine was even still humming along slowly, as if death had arrived in a single silent instant, without any warning at all. An unnatural chill began to creep over the rescue team, a deep sense of dread. Some of the men later reported feeling a strange, bone-deep cold, despite the sweltering tropical heat. Others swore they felt a presence, something malevolent and unseen. The air felt heavy, suffocating. The captain of the Silver Star made a quick decision. They had to tow the ship to the nearest port. They secured the lines between the two vessels and began the slow journey back to civilization. But then, something completely unexpected happened. Thick, black smoke began pouring from the lower cargo hold of the Ourang Medan. The rescue team scrambled off the cursed ship, cutting the tow lines in a panic and pushing the Silver Star away as fast as they could. Just minutes later, the Ourang Medan erupted in a massive, violent explosion. Flames shot high into the sky, and a plume of black smoke blotted out the horizon. The ship began to sink with terrifying speed. In less than 10 minutes, it vanished completely beneath the waves, swallowed by the ocean, taking all of its secrets with it. No trace was left behind, no floating wreckage, nothing. It was as if the SS Ourang Medan had never even existed. In the aftermath, official investigations were launched, but they yielded no definitive answers. Theories began to circulate, each trying to explain the unexplainable. The first theory was carbon monoxide poisoning, but that couldn't account for the looks of sheer terror on the crew's faces. The second theory suggested toxic gases leaking from the cargo. Some researchers believe the ship was secretly carrying undeclared hazardous chemicals, perhaps even smuggling leftover chemical weapons from World War II. A sudden leak could have killed everyone in seconds. A third theory points to a covert military experiment. Some documents hint that the ship might have been part of a secret operation, transporting new weapons, radioactive materials, or even biological agents. If something went horribly wrong, the ship could have been remotely detonated to destroy all the evidence, which would explain the sudden, convenient explosion. A fourth theory suggests a rare natural phenomenon. Some scientists think giant methane bubbles erupting from the ocean floor could have enveloped the ship, causing rapid oxygen deprivation and terrifying hallucinations before death. And then, there's the fifth and most mysterious theory, that the cause was supernatural. A malevolent force, something not of this world. But what is the truth? To this day, no one knows what really happened aboard the SS Ourang Medan. The ship now rests at the bottom of the Indian Ocean, forever guarding its secrets. And the sailors who died in such a horrifying way can never tell us what they saw in their final moments, what they were all pointing at. What do you think happened? Which explanation seems most plausible to you? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more mysterious and terrifying stories. We'll see you in the next video.